right here on the Fight Network. And this fight, next fight, should be absolute dynamite. Fadi Merza, who has been so impressive, even in his last defeat, he still looked good, making his way to the ring.
Fadi Merza, again, one of the best fighters, up-and-comer, young guy. Great technique, very skilled, moves around, good hands, good combinations. Spent a lot of time training in Thailand, and the only knock I can say on Fadi sometimes is that he can sacrifice his power for his speed, but outside of that, great fighter, and he's always got a good heart.
He's always colorful. I'm almost disappointed he didn't change the color of his hair for this fight.
One of the biggest names of
yeah, he seems to change his hair color every time.
And his opponent tonight actually stepping up in weight, so it's always a big question to see how a fighter performs. And Peter Crooke, who just really dominated the super welterweight division, is now stepping up to middleweight for this fight. You know, Clifton, we're going to find out how he's going to do, but let me ask you just your initial thoughts for him moving up a weight class. Does this benefit him?
Well, you know, it's going to be a challenge for him. I think Peter has completely dominated his weight class. He's had a number of fights in super welterweight and only one loss, and he's on a bit of a win streak right now. And I think it's just the promoters trying to find a bigger challenge for him, because at the moment he's dominating really well. Peter's got great hands, really powerful left hook, and he's a really complete fighter. Always adjusts. So I mean, I think for Peter it's going to be a challenge dealing with the weight, but outside of that, Peter's got all the skills to fight anybody in the world.
He was very impressive in his last fight. We'll talk about that in a moment. Right now, let's go up to the ring announcer.
The man in the red corner, 27 years of age from Austria. His coach is Fadi Merza, 180 tall by a weight of 73 kilo. He brings a record of 46 fights to the ring with 37 wins, 26 KOs, 8 losses, 1 draw. He's the WPKL Junior Champion of the World and the WKA Champion of Europe, Fadi Merza.
Fadi Merza there in the purple shorts today. There you can see a Thai trainer, Master Ajahn Suchart from Canada, actually, in Peter Crooke's corner.
He's from the blue corner, 35 years of age, from Great Britain, 180 tall by weight of 73 kilo. Also, he has a record of 36 fights, 30 wins, and 19 of his wins came by way of KO, with 6 losses. The Waco Pro Super Welterweight Thai Boxing Champion of the World, Peter Crooke.
As you heard, he was the Super Welterweight champion tonight. He's moving up to middleweight. Will that play any factor against Fadi Merza? We're about ready to find out tonight.
I think for Fadi, I mean, he's going to find it challenging anyhow. Peter has big power in his hands, and he's a really good fighter. I'm really looking forward to this. When I saw that the promoter had put this match together, I was really excited to come here and call this fight.
And the referee in this fight, Mr. Rick Koku.
No elbows, no clinching in the lower back. After my command, break or stop, no more techniques. Is that clear? Shake hands, everyone step back and have a good fight.
There you can see Fadi Merza avoiding eye contact. Fadi, a really great guy, always friendly with people outside of the ring, but when he gets into the ring, it's all business.
Clifton, it's kind of like you and I avoid eye contact when we do the broadcast.
Fight!
Scared of you. Here we go, starting round 1. This should be a good battle from the former Super Welterweight champion. Moving up to middleweight, Peter Crooke taking on the very explosive Fadi Merza. Right away, Crooke with I was going to say that. Great combination for Crooke to start off the fight. But I tell you what, you know, Crooke's always been the bigger guy, but it's weird to see him here because Merza's clearly the bigger fighter as they start off.
Well, it's not uncommon for fighters to actually have to lose weight to fit into their weight class. So if you consider that Peter is moving up in weight, it's probably his natural weight, whereas Fadi's probably had to lose a little weight for that weigh-in yesterday, and now you can see the size difference between the two of them.
Yeah, it's one thing to take a punch from guys at super welterweight, and I think it's an entirely different thing at middleweight. And you can see Fadi Merza is so strong, so powerful. You know, Peter Crooke's going to know exactly where he's at after this fight in the middleweight division. You see the power and strength right now. Merza, some nice shots early.
Big right hand by Peter there.
You know, you talk about weight cutting and things of that nature. You're a guy that, what do you walk around at?
My normal everyday weight, I would have to say, is about 185 pounds, and then I do have to cut quite a bit, 17 pounds to fit into my weight class. So it's challenging. It's challenging, but you know, it's one of the things that fighters have to do. Unfortunately, in Super League, the weight classes are such that there's a super middleweight and then there's a heavyweight. There's nothing in between. So for me, I've got to squeeze in where I can.
Mirza off to a nice start, but you mentioned it. I mean, you're cutting 17 pounds to get into that 168 weight class. You know, Peter's going up in weight, and Mirza, you know, I'm sure he cuts some weight. Oh, how about that? A great hook there. Just as I'm saying, he's the smaller fighter, he still's got that power. Peter Crooke knocks down Mirza with a great hook. Wow.
6, 7.
Mirza says he's okay.
It's a great shot here in the first round. I think Fadi Merza may have underestimated Peter, thinking, oh, he's a smaller fighter, can trade with him, but he's still got to be wary of Peter Crooke's hands. As you can see, he's letting them go right now.
Yeah, Mirza now covering up. He might be in some trouble here, trying to get his legs underneath him. Peter Crooke, you got to love the way he fights. He always brings it, no matter who he's fighting. Mirza now fighting back.
Another left hook there by Pete. Mirza took that one. He's taken a few.
Yeah, he has. Right now, I tell you what, Crooke is still very quick. He's still got the lightning quick shots.
You see him able to avoid the counters. Peter's like a surgeon there, taking his time, picking his shots. Beautiful, beautiful display of punching here by Peter Crooke.
This would be a huge statement if he could walk up and wait and take out Mirza in the first round. He's trying to do so. Another combination lands by Peter Crooke.
I mean, Mirza's no slouch. He's number 3 actually ranked here in the middleweight division. So Peter, the number 1 in super welterweight, going out number 3.
What a great first round from the former super welterweight champion Peter Crooke, stepping up, as Clifton said, against the number 3 middleweight in Super League.
Keep breathing.
What a perfect round for him.
1, 2, 3, follow the kick right away, okay?
Show you some of the action. You can hear the corner saying 1, 2, 3 and follow it up with the right. There's the shot right there.
Okay.
Just a short, powerful left, wasn't it?
Just short left, and again, we talked about it earlier on. Sometimes the punches that you don't see, and Fadi was attacking there. Didn't see that hook coming right over his guard, and boom, there he is on his butt.
Beautiful hook.
And you can see Fadi Merza's girlfriend there watching, and her reaction to her boyfriend on the ground.
Yeah, it's always tough to watch your significant other go down, and bottom line, Mirza in some trouble in that round. We will take a quick break. We'll come back with more right here on the Fight Network. 2 here, Peter Crooke and Fadi Merza. This was a very interesting round number 1. I mean, Crooke, we wondered how he would be at this weight, and he looked great so far in round 1, didn't he?
Peter came in, and he was sharp and smooth and confident. He knocked Fadi down the first round, so we'll see if he can work more onto that and build more onto that here in round 2.
Yeah, it looks like he's even more confident in round 2. We start with some great shots to start off round 2. Mirza's got to he's got to mix it up a little bit, because right now he's taking a lot of shots from Crooke.
Well, the one thing that Pete has to do, though, he still has to remember he's fighting a bigger opponent. Even though he did get that knockdown, he's got to be careful as he's stepping in. Fadi's still bigger than him and can drop a little bit more power than Peter's used to.
Absolutely. Mirza needs to step it up. He fires in a jab right there, but Peter Crooke, you can see the confidence building for him. I mean, he's got a lot of confidence anyway, but I'm sure he had a few question marks how he would do at the middleweight division, and right now he's doing very well. He's been the aggressor the entire fight.
Fadi's fighting smart right now. I mean, as Peter's getting aggressive and walking in, Fadi just taking his time, picking his shots, and countering every once in a while. And, I mean, he's sort of getting his wits back about him after that knockdown in round number 1.
Fadi Merza, you know, it's interesting to see how fighters come off losses, and he was going right through Super League until his last fight. Sahinya Kut put on a sensational show against Fadi in the last fight, and you just wonder if a fight like that, I mean, he looks like he's just a little, I don't want to say gun shy, but doesn't look like the same fighter we've seen in the past right now early on.
Well, it's also because he was knocked down in the first round. I think he's a little bit, you're going to have a little bit of self-doubt, especially when you get knocked down by someone who's supposed to be smaller than you and in the first round. A lot of those things are going to be playing in his mind right now, and he just needs to get back onto his game plan and do his job.
Well, it's scheduled for 5, so he may have some time to get things turned around here. as we are just in the second round, but Peter Crooke continues to put the heat on Fadi Merza. He's got to come back and start landing some shots because right now he's being beat to the punch. Good left there and a nice body shot by Merza. Crooke, though, he's so good at answering any shot you deliver.
And he hits from all angles. That's the thing that makes Peter Crooke special. He doesn't tend to hit you with the same things all the time. Left kick, knee, right kick, punch, low, medium, and high, and it makes it hard for his opponent to defend. Oh, he got hit here.
That left. I tell you what, Merza now starting to come on. 2 consecutive lefts. He's found that spot. Oh, lands another one and drops Peter Crooke. It was interesting because Crooke was just saying, yeah, come on and bring it. Well, Merza brought it and just dropped Crooke.
Peter Crooke, I think, is a little overconfident there, calling him on, but forgot to put his hands up when he did.
3 left hooks. That's where the difference was here in the round. Peter says he's fine. Merza, though, found the spot with 3 consecutive left hooks. It was the 3rd one that dropped Crooke. Whoa. There comes another one. A little late, but bottom line, both guys kind of smile it off.
Interesting turn of events. We had a 10-8 round one way in the first round, and now we got a 10-8 round in round number 2. So fight's all tied up, and interesting to see what happens next.
Here's a look at him. He looks like a much more confident fighter now. That's what one punch can do. I tell you what, Crooke started out the round so well. I mean, just came in with the great combinations. You see him right here. Just came out on fire, and you're thinking, wow, here goes Crooke again. But watch how the round ends. Watch the lefts. There's one that was blocked. There's a great combination, and that was the one that put him on his seat of his pants.
And you can see exactly there in that replay, that's exactly what happened. Peter gets up and he sort of laughs it off, but he didn't see that hook. He got hit with the right and didn't get a chance to react to that left hook, and there he is on his butt as well. Shaking his head, a little frustrated. I thought that Peter, as good as he was in round number 1, was a little bit careless in round number 2, maybe a little overconfident. And because of that, he walked into that punch.
Wow,
great fight.
I was going to say that. What a great battle. We've seen a little bit of everything. Now watch the girlfriend here.
I think she's a little bit more happy, a little bit nervous, though, as her boyfriend is in the ring there.
I was expecting more of a reaction. She was just kind of sitting back and maybe a quiet approval in her mind. Still anybody's fight here as we enter round 3.
Nice combination. Peter coming out a little more aggressive. He wants to get that knockdown back.
Great fight here. We thought it would be, and it's been everything we thought it would be. Here in round 3 now, Merza and Crooke. Crooke in the white shorts, Merza in the purple shorts. Each one has a knockdown in each round. It was Crooke with a knockdown in round 1. Merza coming back in round 2 with a knockdown.
Nice left kick there by Merza. Landed 3 of them. Peter grabbed the 3rd one and tried to counter.
A lot of anticipation when this fight was made. A nice leg kick there landed by Merza. Merza now starting to dig in and really throw some bombs.
I can see the tide shifting already. Peter comes out aggressive, and now Merza's starting to put a little bit more on him.
Good combination there landed by Crooke, though. Merza answers with that left hand. That left hand has been there.
Peter's in trouble. He's got to get off the ropes. He's got to get off the ropes, especially with someone like Fadi who's throwing so many punches and bunches.
And the tough part for Merza now, or excuse me, for Crooke, I think, is the longer this fight continues, the more power and strength Merza may have. I mean, Crooke's always going to be able to go, but you just wonder if he can sustain that against a bigger fighter in the later rounds.
Well, the difference that he's going to have to deal with is just that when you're getting hit by someone who's bigger than you, that's going to work on your body a little bit more. He's going to be more tired. The shots are going to have more impact. He's going to be just a little bit more hurt than he would in a fight in his own weight class.
Merza with a couple of nice kicks there. One actually buckled the knee briefly just for a half second, but now Crooke trying to back him into the corner.
It's interesting. I'm not used to seeing Fadi Merza fight as a counter fighter, but you can see him waiting back as soon as Peter comes in. He's trying to counter him.
Nice right hand there by Crooke. Lands right on the mark. Very exciting battle. Very interesting battle. Nice jab there by Crooke.
Peter almost looking like he's not sure what he's got to do here.
Merza again with a left hand. Knocks down Crooke.
There's a girlfriend clapping. She's enjoying that one. It's interesting that both these fighters have been knocked down today with left hooks.
How about that? It's been open. Why has that punch been so effective?
Well, I just think because they're concentrating so hard on going right down the middle, and then with that happening, and they want to counter so quickly, they're letting their guard down, preparing for that counter, and then they get hit with that left right over top.
You saw Merza land that left hook and kind of reigned over Crooke, and Crooke just kind of smiled back, and now he gets kicked in the leg. Mirza's having a nice round here in this third round. The second and third round has been good for Merza. Crooke, though, comes right back with a nice combination of his own. You better be ready to fight Peter Crooke because you know he's not going to stop. And another shot backs up Crooke. Mirza now really starting to dial in here in this third round. Oh, left hand hook rocks Crooke again. That's the end of the round, and Mirza now is really starting to turn it up. That size and strength now really coming through.
I think Peter lucky there. He got saved by the bell at the end of that round. You can still see the concern on the look of the face of Fadi Merza's girlfriend, and we're going to see some replays here of what just took place.
Yeah, how about this? Very similar to round two. Crooke comes out very strong, lands a couple nice combinations, but watch the left hook there, dropping Crooke.
Straight punches are going to win this fight.
Give you another look here.
You understand me, Peter? You have to hurt him this round.
You can hear the corner of Peter Crooke telling him that you got to stop looking for those looping punches with the hooks and the uppercuts. There's the cheering of Fadi Merza's girlfriend.
Yeah. Straight punches.
Straight punches. That's a really good advice. Telling him to keep on the straight punches. It'll avoid getting hit with those looping hooks.
Straight punches now.
Score after 3 rounds on my card is 28-26 for Fadi Merza.
Yeah, that's great advice. He does, because you mentioned those looping punches. He's getting caught just way too many times. You see the end of the round here. This is where he was in a lot of danger. I mean, he was this close from being a 10-7 round.
Well, these are all the things that happen when you're fighting somebody who's bigger than you. You can't take the same amount of shots, and they're going to have long reach, and it's going to be a harder fight for you. So, I mean, it's a great fight for Peter to step up, but I think he's got to adjust a little bit more if he wants to get this win.
All right, so here we go, round 4. Peter Crooke and Fadi Merza. A great battle tonight here in Germany. And Crooke right away comes in with a nice right hand. Left counter there by Merza. Peter Crooke's really got to get it going here in this 4th round.
Nice hook and low kick there by Peter Crooke. This is what Peter's got to do. He's got to take his time instead of trying to hit with so much combination. Using 1 and 2s with powers is going to do better against someone bigger than you.
Yeah, nice leg shot there by Merza. Peter, though, I mean, you can never underestimate the heart of a champion. He continues to move forward, continues to land those combinations. Is Crooke's hands low?
I think Crooke's hands are definitely a little bit low. You can see when he's attacking, and mostly in combination. You see when he's got his jab going, he keeps that right hand up. But when he's in combination, he's a little bit open, and that's where he's getting hit. He's getting hit on the counter shots, and Fadi waiting for him. And that's smart for Fadi being the bigger fighter. If I was in Peter's corner, I'd be telling him, like his corner was, use the straight punches and only use 1s or 2s at a time with good power. Every time you use combinations, you're open, and Fadi is just feasting on that.
Merza tried to load up for that left hook. He missed that one that time, but been there the entire fight. You can see he wants to land another left hook. He's seen something in this fight that has allowed him to land that left hook at will. There he goes again.
You can hear the corner screaming at Peter, use the straight punches, but Peter's forgetting it, and every time he's walking in, he's getting countered.
You know, sometimes you're such in the zone, you can't hear your corner. You know, good fighters can always hear their corner, but sometimes you're in the heat of the moment, you don't listen to them.
Well, yeah, you know what it is? It's the emotion of the moment, too. You've been knocked down. You really want to get that knockdown back, and you get anxious. And when you get anxious, you're not able to think straight and see clearly what strategy you should adopt.
How much of it is ego as well?
Well, it's ego, but, I mean, at this point, when you've been knocked out, you really, really want to win the fight. It's not so much pride as it is wanting to win, and you want to do what you know how to do best. But again, when you're fighting with someone bigger than you got to adjust your game. And Peter's trying to fight him the way he fights people in his own weight class, and that's a mistake.
Been a very entertaining battle. Continues in the 4th. There's another left hook.
Peter dazed again. This is it. Peter's got to get off those ropes, and again, he's got to stick that jab, use straight punches like his corner is telling him.
Merza has been able to land that shot time and time again. Lands a big one here in the 4th round, and now time's starting to run short for Peter Crooke.
Peter's going to have to get a knockdown back in this round or in round 5 if he's got to have any chance of winning this fight. Right now, Fadi Merza can just play the defensive fight and wait it out, even though he looks like he's still trying to get that knockout.
Fadi's been so impressive in these middle rounds. He's just turned the fight around and really taken the fight to Peter Crooke. You see the combination and the nice leg kick. So here we go. 5th and final round between these two gladiators.
You know, it's got to be really, really hard for Peter Crooke. Peter's used to being the one pushing people around and fighting on his pace, and you can't fight someone bigger than you like that. You got to stick and move, and that's really, really been the difference in this fight. Peter wasn't able to adjust with that.
Round 4 action here. You watch the left hook. I mean, it's been there many a times. I mean, he continues to go to it. Why is that? Why is the left hook so effective against Peter?
Well, because when Peter's throwing in combination, you can see that he sort of drops there. Like there again, he was going to throw that jab, and he's dropping his right hand a little bit.
We will come back with more action. Get ready for round 5 right after this on the Fight Network. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're missing a great fight between Fadi Merza and Peter Crooke. I mean, it's been back and forth. It was Crooke with a knockdown in round 1. Mirza comes back with knockdowns in 2 and 3. Round 4, we didn't see a knockdown, but how do you score it, Clifton?
Well, after, the 2 knockdowns that we had at the beginning, and then Fadi Merza winning another round with a 10-8 in the knockdown in round 3, we go to round 4, and Fadi Merza wins that round 10-9. So right now, I'm giving the fight to Fadi. He's got a sizable lead. But it's going to be up to Peter Crooke to get a couple knockouts here, or knockdowns, to win the fight. He needs 2 knockdowns or a knockout to win. They got 38-35 at the end of the 4 rounds.
And right now, these guys are going toe-to-toe in the 5th round. We wouldn't expect anything less. Look at Mirza teeing off right now on Peter Crooke, your former super welterweight champion, moving up in weight to middleweight. And it has been an interesting experiment, to say the least, for Peter Crooke. Nice left hand again lands by Mirza. Mirza's been digging in that left cross. More of a hook, I guess.
It's been a great fight. And, you know, even though Peter's been knocked out, you can't really knock him for his performance. It's not so much that his performance has been bad. It's just he hasn't adjusted enough to fighting someone a little bit heavier than him. You can't bring the same game up to another level.
Let me ask you, so if you're watching this fight, you're in Peter Crooke's corner, what do you take away from this? Can he compete at this level at middleweight, or should he go back? I know he's the champion of super welterweight, and he's been almost bored, I guess, with that division because he's dominated so much. What do you think?
Well, I think, to be honest, I think Peter Crooke is a great fighter, world class, and he can compete at all levels. It's just that he's got to adjust his game just a little bit if he's going to fight at that next level. I mean, the only issue with that being Peter Crooke is a little bit on in age, 35, and it's sometimes harder to adjust and change the older you get.
Absolutely, and he's made a good account of himself, but like you said, he's just facing some bigger, stronger guys now in this division, and one of those guys is Fadi Merza. Merza with a high kick there, just misses. Been a very entertaining bout here as we're in round 5. Right now, Peter Crooke wants to come back. He's close to that danger zone where he needs a couple of knockdowns. He might even need a knockout depending how the judges score it, but he's going to need a couple of knockdowns in this round, and the round now moving along here in the 5th. Now they're going toe-to-toe here.
They're going toe-to-toe, and you can see both of them hitting with counters, but again, Peter's getting hit a lot of times over that right hand.
Shot by Crooke. Look at him coming back.
The crowd's enjoying this. You can hear the crowd screaming. Beautiful
good combination again. This is oh man, look at these two battling it out, going toe-to-toe. Great action here in Super League of the Fight Network. And Mirza now closing in, trying to land a knee. And tell you what, salute both these guys. Not sitting back in a 5th round. They are just slugging it out.
You saw them hug at the beginning of the round. They got a great respect for each other, but at the same time, they both want to really win.
And they both want to finish strong. Mirza with a nice right hand and follows it up with a left. And what a great fight that was. A lot of respect between those two fighters.
I got to say, that's one of the best fights I've seen in Super League, and that was an amazing fight for the fans to see. I'm sure everybody appreciates it. There's Fadi Merza's cheering section having a great time after the fight.
Look at these two. I mean, they gave it. They dished it. I mean, just a ton of respect between these two fighters. Great action. Right now they come back, and big hugs all the way around for both sides. I mean, that was a fight. I mean, that's one of those that you pay big money to watch because you see action like this. I mean, these guys going toe-to-toe. 5th round, you're supposed to be tired. Look at these bombs they're landing.
There, Peter getting hit again over that right hand, but there Fadi walks in and boom. Gets one right back. Beautiful exchange between the two of them, and none of them willing to back down.
Toe-to-toe action here in the 5th round. Neither guy would back down. Both continue to move forward. Great action between these two. Just digging in and
it
firing.
hurts even in the replay. I mean, it's awesome to see how these guys had, after 4 rounds of going back and forth, still had enough in the 5th to pound each other.
I tell you what, tomorrow when they wake up, they are going to feel a lot of pain because everywhere, body shots, head shots, kicks.
We go to the scorecards, and the winner is the man in the red corner, Fadi.
A well-deserved win here for Fadi Merza. What a great fight between these two combatants here on Super League.
A lot of respect between these two. Peter Crooke even knew it. I mean, he started clapping before the decision. It was that good of a fight between these two.
Please, may I hear your appreciation too for another great fighter, for Peter Crooke.
Absolutely. Why not?
Sorry, 1-1.
Both those guys really left it on the mat tonight. I mean, toe-to-toe, head-to-head, banging it out. This sold-out crowd loved it. I was going to say, you know, this is one of those, you spend a lot of money for that front row seat. This was worth every single penny, this fight alone.
Oh, definitely, man. I'm glad that I got to sit right here and watch it and call it. Everybody enjoying it, clapping their hands. The crowd loved the fight, made a lot of noise, and they gave a great show. I mean, I would have almost wanted to see another round.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. That was just such a great battle. Let's go up to ringside there. You're tracking down Fadi Merza, your winner tonight. Let's hear what he has to say about fighting Peter Crooke tonight in Super League.
Fadi, congratulations. You made a fantastic fight tonight. You say you want to show your best? Peter made a fantastic fight, very hard fight. So what did you want to prove tonight?
So I know that he's really a very good fighter and very hard puncher, and the last fight was not so good, and this time I trained more and I was more motivated than last time, and I show last fights from Peter, and he's really a hard puncher, but yeah, I show my best today and I won.
Okay, so congratulations one more time. Very good fight. Thank you very much.
Very good fight indeed. We'll come back with more action right here in Super League.